Hey everybody, and what I'm going to show you today is a short video on probably one of the better free VSTs for a Roland 303 acid synth. So I'm going to show you what I've done with it and how you can use it, and it's a really cool one, and it's called the JC303, and it looks like this. It's an open source one. The link is in the description below, so you can just grab it for free, both Mac and PC of course. And it's got loads of presets you can add to it and all that, and you can save your presets. I'm not going to go into all that. I just want to show you, this simple and easy way to use it. It's a really cool VST. Now, a lot of times I've tried different 303s and they're not very good. And obviously I've tried the official one, which is the VST. I've also owned a Behringer remake replica hardware one as well. And I've also had a Roland Groovebox as well over the years. So I've tried a variety of different acid machines. And, this one is, for a digital one for free. It's pretty cool. So I've just made a track here. I've got this template here, which is like an old school acid piano house Ableton track that I made, and the whole template is all marked out, as you can see. And it's something that if you want to grab this, you can grab this on the link below as well, and do whatever you want with it. But this is the 303, and I'm going to play it like this. I'm going to solo it, and I've put on it a load of delay, a compressor, and I've tweaked the cutoff and the resonance, and I've got an arpeggio that comes in later on in the track around the main body section, and it's obviously I've tweaked it and cut a bit of the bottom end off, so it goes like this. So when you blend it with all the other classic sort of techno staple sounds from back in the day, it really does sit well with everything else. It sounds authentic, which is really cool. So that's just using the cutoff. Obviously, you've got the res in there and all the envelope modes and all that as well, modulators. So you can do the slide time as well. You can do all of that. So I've just basically stuck it together and just kind of just made a simple little pattern using a couple of notes, and then obviously stuck a delay on it just to give it that continuous rolling over effect. And but yeah, I think it's really worth looking at and seeing what you can do with it yourself if you want to make some acid ass. Grab the JC303. But this this link here, this template here, as I say, is a template that's available on the Waxadisc website, and you can get this and you can do whatever you want with this template. You can remix it, re-edit it. You can't release it as it is, but you can take all of the drums and all of the arranging that I've done with the drums, like all the classic 808 sounds in the 909 sounds in there as well, and create your own track around it. Because all the presets that I put in here are all built in, so you don't have to download anything extra. Look, the lately bass is in there, which is let me just go up the octaves, and then you've got the minor chords here, which is on a simpler, and it just goes like. Obviously, I'm at a point there where it's filtered, so let's just move over a bit. Let's move over to this point, and then take the filter off. There you go. And so on. So you've got that, and then you've got obviously the piano, which is a built-in Ableton one, whatever the riff is, and the PWM string, which is a classic techno sound, which is classic sort of electro-y sound. And then obviously the 303 on top of that. But you could take this drum pattern, for example, heavy sort of compression and drum bus on there. And you could take those drums and then you could build your own track around it, either using these sounds that are built in on the samplers, or you could just strip it completely and put your own stuff in there. But it's a ready built template for like acid house and old school house, if you like. You know, you could turn it to a deep house track if you wanted. There's no limit to what you can do. So, you know, as I say, the 303 link is below, and also the link to this template is below. That's quite cool. So when you put the arpeggio on, and that's what happens at the track halfway through here. Look, so it goes like this. Look. I've turned it on, you know, for that section, just to give the track a build there. So yeah, that's something you really should check out, the JC303 and also this template. Thank you guys. Any questions at all, give me a shout. Let me know what you think. Thank you, and I'll see you next week.